also the last game that NIP will play and will get to play and get themselves sort of locked in. They have a chance at leaping over. And
certainly an opportunity for them. Link up against NIP. It's going to be a tough one. Stimp, though, able just to find a pick in towards Spiral on that Nook. Going to be dancing on the table in front of him. Oh, the DMRs will trade. And
all the Elemines are out. They've got no C4s to try and deny at this point. It's only really what they've pre-placed, and you assume what they've pre-placed, apart from Hate, swinging around and pre-placing bullets into the Nook's head. Is anything on the other side of this door? A goo mine, not a goo mine even, and Grismot mine. We're just waiting with guns. Resets trades that out. A DMR fight. As Hates, in the meantime, is just steadily piecing them apart. And I was going to say, it felt like Loud were in a good position, but NIP's just closed them down with gunfights.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Whenever you're playing from behind, you almost go a little bit aggressive. And Pino able to take down that player with the kit, and that leaves Gabu in very dangerous position, because not only has he got players he has to deal with, he has to walk towards the kit itself. I'm sure Basato will be assisting these roamers with the echo cameras. Fantasy. It's going to be the player upstairs. Wizard taken down though live. Able to find the kill. There's the echo drones, but Fantasy not aware that resets is
on towards server. Has isolated somebody on the back end. They're going to drift their way down onto the corridor themselves, but it's Hates on the roam, and he gets the man with the kit. The best possible catch with 30 seconds left, but now, look, they've got to make sure that they double down, go for the push at the right time. He's buying himself a bit of space with the smoke canisters. There's two more, but he's got nowhere he can run to, Gabu. Gets one. 20 seconds, but up through the hatch. 2 versus 3. They're just going to move their way around. There's the calls. They start to put the pressure on towards it. The fight either side. They've dropped the hatch, and he knows he's being surrounded. Paceto. But look, they've got to go to the plant, and Stemp goes down to Pino. It's a 2 versus 2. There goes the man with the kit. 3 seconds. Pino. He just has to sit and wait and hide. And how is that?
Into this top floor clear.
And they've got to get it done right, especially when you've got the Solace above, just sort of getting the read and causing problems. Here comes the pressure all around. They're well aware of the first, and the engagement sort of explode back and forth, but it comes up NIP primarily. There's the hop in, but he didn't know. That, again, great positioning from Hates. Just seems to keep procedurally stepping in deeper and deeper into their approaches and being caught out and resets. I mean, they might be calling for a reset after this round also goes away from them. 1 versus 3, all still on the verticality. They've got themselves well spread out. They can just play this on contact. And as soon as the first contact comes together, well, they don't even need the friend.
I mean, also a fairly quick round in the grand scheme of things.
Getting the read on the smoke canister will force them a bit further back. That is just to buy time. Make sure that, oh yeah, we know there's so many bodies here. They're not going to get any further just yet. Oh. Perfect. What else can you say?
I mean, we're not watching flanks, that's what I'll say. I mean, how? I don't know. So it's just Loud. Very simple thing, which is make sure you don't get flanked, is being absolutely annihilated. NIP, just in a serious flow state. Start things off pretty early with resets finding Hates before Pino's been able to find live. Down goes the blitz. The shield is gone. Stemp. It's a great swing. Great pick on the Fantasy, but another C4 this time. It's going to be the Ram. Look at the two operators that NIP have been able to find. It's going to be pretty big for the destruction and the kind of control that you'd like to have in this top floor. Wizards able to find resets, and oh, Stemp ran out of ammo.
Little parts like that. There's that on towards the door. Try and force them onto the other swing, but they actually rotate the other way. Drop down behind the plate itself, and Flastry takes more damage. And even more as the end of it, a 2 versus 1. They tried to push the momentum, still being called out by the procs. Wants to bait the fight, but too many angles to watch in NIP. SAL this split, which is a huge, huge statistic and a lot of pressure for a region like this. And he had one of the best games, MVP, one of the worst games. And it's just really all or nothing. And well, there's an opener. As he gets onto blitz, gets one. Flashy gets the second. They're inside the site and sort of dancing around and putting the pressure on. Can they get this kit down? It's currently above the hatch itself, which does get breached. So they can try and fall their way down as Live will just make the move with the Habana pellets. There's Resets getting one more, surely. Surely this one will be put over the edge.
Well, unless there's going to be a 1v5, I don't think so. Well, good news, Emmy.
Half-time break, and then being able to talk amongst themselves and with their coach. And, well, this is a swung out. There's a fight with a shotgun. He's waiting for somebody else to swing into the smoke itself, and instead he's going to drop on the other side, and Basetto drops him instead. There's the follow-through. They're able to get rid of Gabu as well. Lives back up, but not for long, because Fantasy is living his namesake and killing as many as he wants. There's a third. What a... just pitch on the ex-Kairos there. They knew somebody would go for the engagement and try and get rid of them. They hoped it was a bit of an impact, and they sort of caught them mid-animation, but Resets does get Basetto, who just drifted in. Now, does the Solace know about the follow-through? They're going to try and put the pressure on. There's Abu as well, making his way around with the Boss G. As Resets gets Wizard on towards the hatch, and this one they're in a good position. Can't quite win it out. Hates.
Not bad.
Done.
Oh, Hates. Able with a double. Squares it off into a 3-on-3, and maybe Flashery has to fall back, and that flashbang will pressure him ever so slightly. You look at the positionings, though, of these attackers. They're not really together, it feels like. And yeah, because of that, you're not going to have it against Resets, Flashery, and Live.
Think about what this site is as well, right? They've still got to get themselves down towards the basement. And Hates is gone. I think we're about to go from a 6-1 to a 6-2. And, you know, at least get one more kill for his trouble. Over on towards the hatch, opening himself up some stretch and some space. Obviously, as soon as he drops, they could play the 2 versus 1 on 3 versus 1 on site. They could rotate someone around above the hatch behind him. They've got it on cam as well.
Oh, Live. Able to win that next, but that's not really happening here at the moment.
A bit of a strange fight here happening on towards the swing on yellow. They've obviously got the Monty driving forward. Wizard does get stamped. And Basetto gets got by Gabu. They're being quite strangely aggressive at this point. Although, so is Resets. Driven in and knocked right back out. There's 2. To make it 3 for the round. And somehow Wizard has cast a spell. And somehow that C4 was protected by Wizard. A quad. Will we get an ace to lock this one out with how close we've been? No is the answer.
Play style can really make a decision for a team to pick up a player. And, you know, just even hearing what I asked Pino about Basetto and what he brings to the team, just being that voice, being able to help with their attacks so they aren't just sending body to, you know, be the problem. I mean, to be the solution for a problem that's in front of them. And it's things like that that really can shape a team and mold them into something better, into something great, into something that we've never seen out of that team. And I think it really speaks.